Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Wow. I don't know why it did that. It defaulted back to its regular stuff instead of using the normal mic. Thank you for telling me, Top Hat. Grindcores, which is oh my god. Hey, Beth here. How are you? So yeah, as I was saying, but yeah, which is worse, death metal or rap? That's a question I can't actually like fairly answer because I hate them both equally. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I would not willingly listen to either. So yeah, you got me there. You got me there. But on the bright side, at least I could gouge out my eardrums if I were to ever be subjected to them. So there's that, I guess. Hey, Kyojin, how are you? There's some good rap songs? Yes, there are some good rap. Some good rap songs. Not that many, but there are some. I'm particular to like Slim Shady and the Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster by Ghetto Boys. That's about it, really. I find it hard to like care about and listen to other songs just because like it's all kind of the same shit after a while. Oh well, at any rate, so funny coincidence, Rebane and you both ended up making the same map for Spartan. Really? Ah, so you all redid that. Yeah, I think I know the map you're talking about. I was just about to say, and then I realized how silly that would be for me to say it out loud. But good on you guys. Whoops. Good on you for making dreams come true. Yeah. Gangsta Paradise. I've not heard that one, but sure, I guess. I don't know. I've heard Amish Paradise. Does that count? No, but seriously, I don't know. We're all living in an Amish paradise. I wish I knew the lyrics to that. By heart. But I don't. So yeah. What would I rather be tortured by? Rap or death metal? Oh man. God, Lucas. Holy shit, dude. Like, would you rather have your fingernails torn out slowly or your toenails torn out slowly? I mean, fuck, dude. I guess the rap, because I can kind of like tune it out. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's such a loaded question. Like, there's no good answer. If you're not a fan of either, you have no recourse. So, I don't know. I'm not good at answering questions like, what would you rather be tortured by more? This or that? And it's just like, I'd really rather just not be tortured if that is at all possible. Oh man, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. Best Santa Claus impression? What? What are you talking about? Did I go ho 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 on accident? What do you mean fetus? Oh, yeah. Fetus. Isn't that like Death Fetus or something like that? Isn't that like the name of the band? I want to say. Oh well. Like his original map at or oh, don't say it, don't say it. Hush, 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 hush. Shh. Beth here. Shh. Shh. No tears, only dreams. I don't want to have to say it out loud because it's... Well, it's probably already too late, but like... I prefer that it not be too late. And that everything just be a-okay for, like, a brief amount of time. But, like, I don't dare say what. I don't want to say the who, what, why, when, or where. Dying Fetus, the band. That's what he means, Jean-Pierre, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, never mind, yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, there's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's an irrelevant thing in an irrelevant time and place. Don't worry about it. I'm honestly shocked it managed to get to the point that it got to. I mean, I didn't hear about it till it was already done, but you know. Meow Meow Courier 6 says hi. Thank you, Yada. $4 to $4.20. Very funny, very funny. Well, thank you for your donation, man. Oh my god. Oh shit, I forgot to get the dono thing. The little tracker. Fuck. I'll have to do that some other time. I'm busy. But thank you so much, Yada. Seriously, man. You're the best. Why is there some white and black? Add some green or something. Maybe. We'll see. The black and white really is, like, snazzy, but I agree to a degree. It does need some other color, like the beacon there. So I might add beacon, I don't know. I might add beacon... Bacon bits. Beacon bits. Something like that. We'll see. T funny dono amount. I know, right? It's the weed number. God, that just makes me want to ho 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 so damn hard. But yeah, I'm not 100% certain I want to keep this design now. I mean, I was kind of liking it when it was just the sides here. You know, the flat broad sides. But on the diagonal, it really does not translate very well to the diagonal. So I don't know. Best combination. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. $4 is 80 Turkish lira. You're crying right now. Oh, does that, like, not get very much? You created this based on 2B2T to scale, Mr. Roscoe. Oh, you're insane. I mean, if you want to try, go right ahead, but, like... Yeah, Jean-Pierre, recreated in Roblox with the shitty Roblox build limits or whatever. Proudcamp tried showing me his rendition of Space Valk 3 in Roblox. He got a good... I don't know, he got most of the central pillar over there, but he couldn't go too far past it because it was like, yeah, you're only allowed so many block placements. So, like, good luck with that. It's gonna be like pulling teeth. Replicating it on 2B2T might be possible with a big enough team. If you're a bad enough dude, and you already have access to a working dupe, and like, maybe you have enough people who will keep their mouths shut long enough to keep it, you know, keep the project alive. But who knows? We'll see. I don't think anyone's going to ever recreate this fully on 2B2T. I just don't think that's going to happen. But you know, Roscoe, more power to you. I challenge you. Right ahead. Do whatever thou wilt. Anyway. Oh, you're from Pakistan, are you, Muhammad? Okay, cool. Oh, wait, you're being stupid. Never mind. Turkish is the Turkish currency. Yes, it is. Let's see here. You recreate this in your survival world. Yeah, I'm sure you will. You know, and if you believe, if I'm supposed to believe that, I'm sure you also have a bridge you're willing to sell me. You know, I will happily purchase a bridge from anyone willing to sell said bridge. But on the condition they can rebuild this base on 2B2T. Oh wait, shit. Shit, this is the wrong spot. But again, more power to you. If you think you can do it, go right ahead. I ain't stopping you. Your base made on Constantium is a map art base. Made something awesome. They built one of the carpet dupers that automatically puts in shulkers. Oh, that is so based. I love the idea of a literal factory that's not made with the Create mod in vanilla Minecraft. That is so dope. And it's so sad Mojang never really, like, went more all in on automated making type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, when it came to creating things, Mojang's just like super lackadaisical. They don't really care about, like, for example, I remember us being pretty adamant a few years ago about dispensers being able to replant crops if you've got a seed in the dispenser. And they're like, nah, we're not going to let you do that. And then they gave us villagers, which is decent, but unreliable, ultimately. I would much rather have an automated farm that I could just have a dispenser going. And that thing is what causes it to, you know, replant seeds. So I don't know. But then you have people like the dude who made the Create mod, who's just like insane with detail and like the ability to just make stuff. Like, there's never been any auto crafting outside of like certain mods. And there are so many people who have asked and begged for an auto crafting system for years. And it's just, it's a system, or not a system, it's a niche that is waiting to be filled, that is just never apparently going to be filled. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Criminal, even. Didn't think of the piston that wasn't the mod. Yeah, the piston was a mod, and Notch had the wherewithal to go, yeah, that's such a good idea. I think I'm going to just straight up add it to the game. And it was one of the best additions the game had seen in a very long time. Oh, I know, they didn't even actually pitch in and give wireless redstone a chance until several years later. And in my opinion, the way they implemented wireless redstone is so hokey. Like, it's just meh. Like, I don't care for the Deep Dark all that much, but like the whole sound emission thing is just so weird. It doesn't work with Minecraft, in my opinion. I don't know. A lot of people are already married to the idea, so like, what can you do? Anyway, you can't understand why there's no bag in the game. There's a block that pushes the blocks. Yeah, I know. I know, Kyojin, I know. They don't, they tried to implement bags, but it was already too late, I feel. I feel like the bundle, that was the problem. The bundle was very, very fumbled, you know? I don't think they realized that the bundle served no adequate purpose. It's... I guess, like, you could make it a poor man's shulker box or something. But I don't know. I just... When they were toying and tinkering with the bundle and trying to get it to work in 1.17 and then 1.18, I was like, what purpose does this really serve that a shulker box doesn't already do? You know, what itch does this scratch that I really, really need scratched? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And generally, if you can't answer that question for any one item, like, it's one thing if it's a decorative item, like mud brick. Mud brick doesn't scratch any itch, but it's a decorative item. Frog lights, again, doesn't really need to be there, but it's nice to have, I guess. But the bundle was very clearly meant to have utility, and they never really could hit that utility, you know? Put 64 shulkers in a bundle. Holy shit. I mean, that would be based. That would be really fucking based. But also really OP. So I don't know. In all honesty, being able to put 27 shulkers in your ender chest and then just having an item for literally every possible, you know, situation you could run into, that's already, like, outrageously useful. To the point where I could see them nerfing that someday. I don't know. You're really trying to automate the base and build farms. People say, what's the point of having an item, but it's fun. You need a guardian farm. Or you have a guardian farm, you want to build the TNT duper and cobble farm. Yeah, I want to build that TNT duper cobble farm at some point too. I feel like that's... It's got like solid value for like over time. It isn't like immediately useful, but it pays itself, or it pays for itself at some point. At some point you go, if I had invested in this, I would be able to, you know, I would already have all the shit that I need. Here we go. Yeah, I should have been doing this. This is so much easier. Anyway, tell the story regarding Mykonos base on Constantium. No, I don't think you did. I'd happily hear it, though. I will happily. Yeah, Ender chests are OP. I know, we all said that back when they were introduced. Anyway, maybe for earlier players before they get to the end. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Make the bundle the poor man shulker box, and there you go. It doesn't need to do too much, you know? It'll be fine for early game. But that's just my opinion. We need an end update, oh I know. I know, Kyojin, I know, but I'm not holding out any hope for Mojang anymore. I genuinely don't believe they're capable of doing anything good at this point. They've sullied their reputation too much. They've traded what little faith and little charity I had for them for I'm not quite even sure what they traded it for. I don't know. What does Mojang even get out of this? I guess they get to keep being controlled by Microsoft. I don't know. I heard they did that just to raise their ESG score, which is just like... Ugh. The ESG score is the cancer-killing innovation. I'm just going to say that. I don't know. Why the hell should there be an inventory update? Just use shulkers. Yeah. It's kind of silly. I think end update is beginning to sound like sideways pillars or sideways stairs and slabs to a lot of people. It's become an almost universal chant, and people are getting tired of hearing it. And I don't blame them. But, like, you have to give us what we want. You have to give your player base what they want. And I know there's this retarded mentality that you don't have to give your player base what they want. And like, you can apparently just get away with that nowadays. I don't know. Hey, we don't want you ruining our game by imposing this incredibly draconian system that's full of holes into our framework that didn't need to be there. No, fuck you, we'll do it anyway. Hey, we want you to, actually make this game quality. We want an end update. We want, sideways stairs and slabs, and have wanted that for years. No, we're not going to give you that. Why? Oh, because we want to do it. We want to do whatever we want to do. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. You just... I mean, you can get away with that for only so long. So, I'm not updating. I have zero reason to update at this point. Anyway, so enough. That's your Streamly rant about Mojang. Okay, so Beth here. Yes, Ender Chest was a mod. Okay, so get this. There were a group of 3 to 4 players that played completely vanilla without dupes or clients. A friend of yours stumbled upon them, and they had a 3-year-old large base. Oh, cool. But they were poor as dirt, despite having some genuinely big, impressive builds. They had no max enchanted stuff, and were wearing armor from mob spawners. They were... Yeah, no shulkers or gaps. Yeah, they were... I do think I remember hearing about this. They were afraid of using their diamond stuff because it took way too much time for them to get. And they were deathly afraid of using it or something like that. Am I talking about chat reporting? I'm talking about a lot of things. But that is definitely one of them. Yeah, how they rank, exactly. Minecraft has been like Disney Star Wars for the last 3 years. That is such a good point, Kyojin. Thank you. Anyway, you lost interest in Minecraft after 1.16 because it was all down. Yeah, it seems to be downhill from there. I like the overworld update from 1.18, though. I really do. It was a much needed change, but like they just didn't go far enough. So I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, chat report rant number 4123. Yeah, at some point I guess I'll get tired of ranting about that. I don't know. I'm not sure how they rank, Mohammed. I hope they lose their rank. Anyway. Also, we begged Mojang to update caves for ages, and it took them forever to finally get that. So if we beg for the end update, maybe it'll take forever, but they might actually give it a shot. Who knows? Anyway, he told him about the point of chat reporting, so that's what he's talking about. Oh, yeah. First world is like a very developed nation. America, Japan, third world is like most... Yeah. It's countries that lack the domestic infrastructure to meet their people's daily needs or something like that. It's a very easy to mess up definition. Lol, Disney Star Wars, I know. Yeah, basically like everything. You're not wrong, Stone Cold Killer. It's a bridge from the second to the first world, but yeah. That bridge is very narrow and very few nations end up crossing it because they tend to be riddled with corruption to the point where they're incapable of making any decent inroads toward solving their problems. Usually those problems are infrastructure. So yeah, it's a shame, really. But yeah, that was an interesting story, Bethany. Here's the first update I ever wanted. It's called Taking Away Your Rights Update. Yep. I do believe we have had our rights violated to a degree. I gotta wonder, is what they did perfectly defensible in court? I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna, like, take them to trial or anything, just that, you know, is there a chance they could get something done about this? I've heard another unfortunate wrinkle to the chat reporting. It's that there are European laws they have to abide by now, and apparently something along the lines of what we got in the chat reporting system is basically kind of what fulfills the criteria. So a lot of what they had to force down our throats is basically a part of European law that they had to, you know, set forth protections and so on. Blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Oh, piss. Can I look at the build from afar? Sure, Alchemy, I will. Give me a sec. Yeah, just this once. How far from afar is afar? How far shall afar go from far? Far is my favorite disc on the Minecraft jukebox. China is first world, but barely. No, I would say China's second world. China still has a lot of infrastructure problems that they keep hidden. Their economy makes them a first world nation, but that's about to change. But like a lot of China is still rural and is still very much stuck in the 1950s. So, like, infrastructure-wise, it's debatable as to whether or not they're a first world country. They're about to go back to being a third world country, I'm just going to tell you right now. China is facing imminent collapse. And that is entirely their own fault. funny enough. They're about to experience what America had in 1929. Anyway. Yeah, I know it is sick, Alchemy. Thank you. I've been working on this for over a year now. Almost 2 years, actually. About to take a screenshot. It looks amazing. Oh, I know. Take a screenshot from in here. This is the best view, in my opinion. Yeah, this giant sea lantern pillar. But in all honesty, though, that is a really cool, really nice... yeah, this effect here of this cylinder inside a sphere. I really like it. 1.1984 is how Germany manages the internet in their country. Yep. Strict laws for stupid reasons. Yeah. Part of it is to clamp down on dissent. Part of it is to ensure people are distrustful of everything. And part of it is simple inefficiency, because bureaucracy is really good at being inefficient. It's like the one thing bureaucracy excels at is being inefficient. Bureaucracy takes inefficiency to a whole new level. Which is ironic because the Germans are notorious for their efficiency. It's almost stereotypical of them at this point. But yeah. 'Tis what it is. Stahl is beautiful, Melohai. Chirp is not bad either. I've really kind of grown fond of all of them at this point. With the exception of the new discs. The new discs blow. Pigstep was okay, but apart from that. I remember when the 1.16.4 or 3. I forget which one it was. It was one of the earlier 1.16 versions. It was like the very first time 2B2T had a temp map. And like everybody came out of the woodwork for it because we were like, yeah, 1.16 2B2T. And we made a little base, and I got to hear Pigstep for the first time. It was actually pretty cool. But apart from that. Jack, you were planning on building a GBGT megabase millions of blocks from spawn. I don't know what to build. What should I do? Sketch on some notebooks? Yes. Build it out first in creative? Building it first in creative isn't a bad option. I've never really, understood why. Me, personally, I like going off the cuff and just doing whatever. And yeah, this has always been my build style. Like, this whole building right here, I just started slapping it together. And if I had been in survival with the appropriate materials, I probably have still just started slapping it all together. Like, this whole thing was just, yeah, I'm going to put this here, okay, and then I'm going to put that there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and it just builds up and up and up. And that's good, you know. That works for me, but I could maybe see it being a bit too much, maybe. Some people have to have more structure. And, you know, fair enough. Build it up in creative if you feel like that gives you more freedom and control over the details. Because in my opinion, if you're going to build a megastructure, you may as well build it right the first time around. Because otherwise you're going to have to go back and revisit and revamp things. And that's a lot of trouble and time that you have to dedicate to fixing what you could have just gotten right the first time around. So I don't know. Just do your best. Have a great day, everybody else. Okay, take care, Alchemy. Is the maze finished? The 3D maze is finished. But you can only kind of barely see in there. It's an absolute nightmare. It's a watery hell. I don't know if you saw me finish this, Kyojin. I did. Imagine trying to navigate this thing. Even I don't know where it is. And I'm the one who built it. Even I don't know where the solutions are. Am I an average quartz enjoyer? I guess. I'm simultaneously the virgin quartz user and the Giga Chad quartz master. Simultaneously. Oh shit. I didn't mean to break that. Oh well. Oh god, now I can't get out. Oh, here it is, okay. Might want to visit an eye doctor after that, yeah. So yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck all this headdress bullshit. I might just... What are these? Regular? Yeah. Let's do smooth quartz for the topping. I mean, the stairs are okay, but the stairs are kind of going overboard. But if you were asking about the internal part here, you know, down in here, Kyojin, I've not finished in here yet. In here kind of just gets to this point. And then there's more of this. I've not made enough of this yet. And then the maze just kind of gets more, or the obstacle course, I should say, just gets more obstacle-y. So yeah, I like it. I like how it's shaping up. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this upper bit anymore. I was okay with it initially, but then it's kind of gotten out of hand, you know. Favorite music is Mice on Venus. Really? Man, I can remember where I was the first time I heard Mice on Venus. I can remember what I was doing. It was so magical. Oh. I had just downloaded the game for the very first time. Back then, you had the Minecraft website, and that was the only way you were able to run Minecraft was through that. I think there was an external launcher, but like nobody had adopted it really yet. And you would just play it through the little Java applet. And that was it. And I remember downloading it one Sunday night, and I was still somewhat interested in the newer episodes of The Simpsons. And I popped down to watch a newer, at the time, episode of The Simpsons, and I was like, this is okay. And I started screwing around on the little classic, because it was Minecraft Classic, the little classic sandbox island, and just going, wow, this music, it's brilliant. Whoever composed this is a god among men. And that was the end of it. I never really quite got the same level of nostalgia, and I admit the music really kind of like wore out its welcome really fast. I forget what year I like turned off the music and I just like stopped listening to it. I want to say it was in 2011. At a certain point I was just like, okay, I don't want to hear dun 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 dun. I don't want to hear that anymore. But yeah, I think we can all remember where we were and what we were doing when we first heard that. Gotta admit, Notch really lucked out with how, well, with how everything ended up. It almost feels like he had like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of divine help almost. Oh, whoops. Okay. This needs some slab. There we go. You didn't know if smooth quartz was the thing. It does look the same, but it has like... here's the difference, basically. With regular quartz slabs, you can see the seams between the blocks. Like that. But with smooth, you get no seam. So it all runs together like this. That's the only difference. It's not bad. It has its moments. Like, there are times when you want them to be seamless, and there are times when you don't. Just depends. What happened to C418? He just stopped making music. Well, I think they just kind of distanced themselves from everything Notch had done, and everybody Notch had done anything with. And so that was kind of the end of it. I think he still makes music. He made music fairly recently. I remember seeing it trend on Twitter for a brief time. Because that was around the time I was having to force myself to do more Twitter stuff. And well, I still am, but, you know. You know how that is. Forcing yourself to do shit you don't like. So yeah, if you see me shitposting Simpsons clips on Twitter, know it's because I love you all. No homo. Or maybe homo, I don't know. He's currently working on an indie game, really? Okay. Good. Good, good, good. I would hate for that man's talent to just sort of stagnate. I gotta wonder, what is Notch doing with his spare time? Aside from trolling feminists and other idiots on Twitter. Because, like, at some point he was making a game. And Notch has, you know, genuine talent, I would think, still. You know, he could stand to refine his skills somewhat, but, like, you do that by making, by doing. So, like, I can't imagine that his creativeness has grown stagnant. I would hope he's doing something to feed the beast, so to speak. Mr. Burns is the best Simpsons character. You are not wrong, Top Hat. He is easily one of the best in terms of like how batshit crazy the Simpsons world itself is. He is an exemplary model of just insanity. But like, in a different way. He's not insanity in the sense of chaos. He's insanity in the sense of, like, amorality. Smithers, there's a rocket in my pocket. I love how that episode where they find out Mr. Smithers' father was like dead and buried in the Springfield Gorge because of a nuclear plant accident. And the cover story that Burns came up with was he was out on patrol in the Amazon and got like attacked by Amazonian women, and like I forget where he goes from there with that. It turned Smithers off hardcore, and it was just like, oh man. Also heard it was because when C418 made the music, he would still own it. Microsoft got other people because they wanted to own the music. Ah, no wonder. Ah, the good old, I own your stuff. I mean, what are they gonna do, you know? I guess they could cut him out of any royalties or whatever. However they own the music currently. It's too hard to say. Sideshow Bob's one of your favorites? And oh yeah, Ralph is a treasure. I really enjoyed when they had like a miniature Frasier reunion on The Simpsons years and years ago. Because Sideshow Bob, and then eventually I think they got Sideshow Bob's brother, who was voiced by David Hyde, to do the exact same, basically a small reunion of Frasier. It was actually quite funny because my parents loved the sitcom Frasier, because all that shit was airing, you know, back to back in the 90s. Oh man, that was a nostalgia trip. Okay. I think that kind of works. Wasn't the character they removed him because he was racist or something? I don't remember if they did or not, and that was years and years later after The Simpsons stopped being good. So, like, I don't know. I haven't paid any attention. Probably at this point. I mean, everything is racist nowadays, so fuck if I know. Okay. All right. It's all coming together. Okay. I'm gonna finish the pillars themselves and then do all the back detailing. Oh, whoops. Okay. Hans Moleman still makes you laugh. Well, good. The, what was that? Crocodile Dundee parody they had with him? That's my favorite Hans Moleman skit. That's not a knife. Oh. And then he falls over. Pulls a machete out of his cane. Can't hold it. Poor Hans. I was saying Boo earns. God, that show had so many good quotable lines. They removed Apu. Yeah, that was it. I remember now. I do remember this getting a fair bit of traction years and years ago. Whenever it was a fresher trouble than it is today. Because, you know, all of these troubles seem to just sort of come and go with the blowings of the wind. Anyway, you're, oh crap, what were you saying? The iconic I'm in danger, yep. I'm in danger. I can't do a good Ralph impression, but yeah. They changed Apu and Hibbert because they were not voiced by people of that ethnicity. Really? I mean... I mean, there have been sillier things that have happened, I suppose. It's still pretty fucking stupid, but... I guess it could be stupider? I mean, that wasn't as bad as I was thinking. Ah, well. I've heard they're also, speaking of The Simpsons, they're bringing back more Futurama episodes. I gotta wonder if they'll be any good. SpongeBob or The Simpsons. Oh yeah, SpongeBob has a hefty amount of quotability to it as well. The Simpsons is actually shockingly good at predicting the future. You're not wrong, Chase. So yeah, what do I think about Disney Prey? The newest Predator movie? That Prey? I'll admit I'm disappointed that it's not a movie adaptation of the video game. Always love the good old haha, yep. The Nelson Mandela effect. Everybody's a fan of Nelson. Haha. I had my mind blown when I found out that they usually get women to voice young boys, because they can like pitch their voices high enough. And like that always blew me away that like they don't actually get real children to do that. Or well, it did it blew me away when I was a young kid, I mean. I understand now, obviously, but yeah. Remember those goons in Seattle sometimes go try to make their own country? Oh, yeah, I remember that. The first episode where Bart is singing the Batman version of Jingle Bells. A classic moment. My favorite the Simpsons scene that I remember is when Chief Wiggum is trying to grill Fat Tony and tries to ask him, you know, where because this was the bootleg cigarettes episode. I think this is the episode Tony is introduced in. I may be wrong about that. And he's like, "What's a truck? Where's the truck of cigarettes, Fat Tony? What's a truck?" It's just so fucking good. Okay, I'm almost finished. Well, they would always have to replace children if they voiced... Yeah, I know. They can't pay children in quite the same way. That and child labor laws and stuff, so... Fair enough. What's Prey? It is a really milquetoast Predator prequel, I guess? It's really more of like a... the answer to a question nobody asked, basically. If you ever watched the movie Predator 2, you remember at the end of Predator 2 where Wesley Snipes' character is barely victorious over the Predator that had been stalking LA. Apparently said Predator had like an entire group of Predators with him. And after Wesley Snipes manages to kill them, or kill one of them, the others show up, and they honor him having bested one of their own instead of like ganging up on him like you would think they're about to do. And they hand this really antique, ancient pistol off to Wesley, and he's like, "What the fuck do I do with this?" And that was that. And then they all blast off and leave. And so Prey kind of explains the story of that pistol. Oh, and also there's this young Comanche girl who fights a predator and somehow doesn't get absolutely fucking gutted. Because this is a fucking predator we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. Get to the chopper. Yeah, I know. It took Arnold being, like, super ingenuitive and, like, really clever with how he fought the thing to even have a chance at scratching it. And, yeah, no, it doesn't. It does not fit into the thing. Yeah, extended lore included. Oh, yeah. You think Star Wars is the best? Oh, man. Well, anyway. Prey with the aliens fighting the Indians? No, not that Prey. Oh man, the Prey with the aliens fighting the Indians was so much better. But no, it's the Prey with the Predator fighting the the Indians. Sadly, a complete inversion and subversion of my expectations. Really a shame we never got a Prey 2, by the way. Just on the, while we're on the tangent. Prey was a really good FPS with like pseudo RPG elements way back in like the mid 2000s. They still have yet to make a movie where sci-fi and fantasy clash in a war movie. That could be good. I'd watch it if it's decently directed, has good pacing. Yeah, I'd watch it. It would have to have like a brain behind it. Halo? Halo is like kind of similar, but not quite the same. No, I'm not talking about a movie, Stone Cold Killer. I was talking about an RPG, or not an RPG. Sorry, an FPS RPG hybrid from the mid 2000s. It was called Prey, and it was ironically about a Native American tribe on a reservation in the modern day, and literal fucking aliens show up. They're more akin to the gray aliens that you see in popular media. And they basically start an all-out war because the grandfather of the main character is like a Indian shaman, spiritual guide, whatever, and he basically forces the grandson to fight on his behalf. And yeah, it just it was actually really cool. It was a really interesting concept. You didn't really see much in the way of Native American, well, anything mixed with sci-fi, and it was really fucking cool. And then the devs just kind of pissed away any chance at making a sequel, because of course, like all the big games released in the 2000s, they had to leave it open-ended, and they left some wiggle room for a sequel. That never fucking manifested. And then they had a gay reimagining in like 2011-ish, and it didn't go anywhere, and it was a disappointment to everybody, and that was it. And I think they've permanently shelved Prey as a result. Do you remember the name of the movie? Yeah, the name of the game was Prey. Same as the name of the movie, this newest Predator franchise entry. Also named Prey because the people who wrote this thought they were being clever. Because the first movies, or the first several movies, names were Predator, Predator whatever, Predator 1, Predator 2, so on and so forth. Well, what's the opposite of the Predator? The Prey. The Cherokee, or the Comanche girl in the movie that just came out is the prey of the Predator, the Yautja Predator that is hunting her, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's very like, we got our PhDs on the back of a cereal box. And it shows. Hobbit was good, but Lord of the Rings was... Oh, Lord of the Rings was phenomenal. I don't think that's a fantasy movie that can ever be topped. Peter Jackson's take on it was just so phenomenal. Why didn't the aliens absolutely whoop the Native Americans? That's a damn good question. For the Predator, they don't seek to... And I mean, you can at least make a good argument that at least the Yautja, aka the Predators, they don't hunt to extinction. They hunt for sport. And they have a very honor-driven society, so like, they don't want to fuck everything up, they want to have their sport, basically. But the aliens in the video game Prey were out for total domination and genocide. They were like actively harvesting any random humans they could get their hands on. They were actively like using them for devious experiments and eating them and so on and so forth. So like the aliens in the game Prey were genuinely terrifying. They were like hyper body horror, you know, like almost Lovecraftian in a way. So like they were out for blood. They were out for total genocide. But one of the reasons they attacked the Cherokee reservation is that the grandfather of the main character in Prey was, you know, a Cherokee spiritual leader and could he'd done all his vision quests and stuff like that. So he was actually a serious threat to the alien invasion. So they took him out on purpose, and they tried to take out all of his family with him because they were all a serious threat, because they could pose, you know, they could fight in ways the aliens couldn't quite anticipate. So like it actually played into a lot of the Cherokee, you know, mythologies and mythos, and it was actually really fucking cool because you don't see that in popular media. And yeah, that's Prey basically. And then the movie is just a shameless Predator franchise cash-in. Nothing new there. Harry Potter films are normal? What do you mean? That's the good one with the girl? Yes. Not the main character who is the Comanche girl. That's the movie, the video game from 2006. That's Prey. That's the good one. That's the one that's beloved and fondly remembered and all that. I think EA bought them out, like, right... I forget who it was that made them. Oh, well. Michael Bay Transformers? Nah. Nah, no more Transformers talk. Take it to the Discord if y'all are going to talk about Transformers. Osmobite. Sure. Where are you, Osmo? I've been pinged by him. What? No, Kyojin, I'm not having any connectivity issues. You are. My ping is A-OK. It must be you, mate. Anyway, oh hey Osmo, sorry for the disturb. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Let me go ahead and mod you real quick. There we go. Now then. Shut up, Jean-Pierre. Oh, don't make me laugh too hard. No, I'm just tired of hearing about Transformers because I don't really have any stake in it. I'm not really a fan. Like, I don't really care. The only cool Transformers I watched was Beast Wars way back in the day, and that was it. And I know there are other really interesting entries in the franchise that I just... Sorry, that just ain't for me. Anyway. The first... Pirates of the Caribbean. Ah, okay, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was really good too. I've heard lots of good things about the trilogy. I have not seen the trilogy since they came out. God damn, it's been that long. Yeah. Time sure flies, doesn't it? Okay. I'm getting tired of making walls. I'll get back to the walls on this building later. I actually wanted to try and start a new building today, but just kind of been busy with that other stuff. Let me find a good spot to put it. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was good. All the old 90s and 80s Transformers. Yeah, they knocked it out of the park with some of the earlier Transformers stuff, and then some of the latter stuff like, you know, Beast Wars and stuff. I guess this is a good enough spot. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to remove some of this. Okay, I want it like right here. So where you been, Osmobite? What's been up? You been in hiding? I hadn't seen you in a while, man. Godzilla was good as you say was good. Oh, yeah. Your comment, Jean-Pierre. That's not bad. Quite amusing. Going to Hawaii in 4 days, really? Wow. La-di-da. What'd you do to earn a Hawaiian Christmas? No, I'm just kidding. You won't be there that long, but... Fuck, I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii for, like, Christmas or something. Provided it's not, like, super locked down and shit. I don't know what the state of Hawaii is like anymore. Okay. So I think here we'll do. Let's stack this 44. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. 28 by 45. Alright, that'll work. Actually, well, no. I won't get too much closer. Only maybe about that much closer. There we go. Just woke up last week and was like, no, you're going to Hawaii in a week, by the way. And I was like, what? Why? No reason. Oh, okay. Well, hey, that works. Your parents met there. Ah. So is it their, I don't know, anniversary or something? Okay, so that's 29, so that would be like right there. $14 this way. 16 that way. 15 and 15, all right. So if it's 15, so let's go out. Guess this far? Ooh, almost perfect. Let's go instead of 15. Let's go 17. Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, if your parents told you were going to Hawaii, you'd be there before they finished. Yeah, it sounds like a good place, but I hope it's still good. Like, there are a lot of places that have gone downhill in recent years because of COVID, and I just hope Hawaii isn't one of them. Like, I don't know. I would be very, like, I would go there optimistically, but, like, just beware. That's all I'm gonna say. You really have no idea what to expect anymore when you go traveling. And that's just in general. Alpha recently told me that he was kind of in an annoying spot. He had to travel somewhere for his work. And he ended up getting fucking stuck in the exact same airport that I did last year. And it was almost like the exact situation, like history just repeated itself out of nowhere. And like, at a certain point you kind of have to, you know, kind of have to be careful. Things are not as nice as they used to be. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do about it, it seems. So just beware. Oh, take care, Lucas. Good night, man. Thanks for coming out. But yeah, it's just kind of universal that a lot of places are going downhill now. And you can't help it. There's just nothing that can really be done about it. So just kind of bear in mind that you may need to dial back your expectations, and that may include the super famous Hawaii and all that. So yeah, it's hard to hear about that. It really is. I hope your trip to Hawaii is uneventful, Osmo. I don't want you to have to worry about anything like that. Feel like you've heard this song 5 times? Yeah, it repeats. Like, I've only got 10 songs, but like they're all on random. Midnight Street. Okay. Well, I removed it from the playlist for the rest of the stream, so don't worry. Yeah, I do kind of understand. It did feel like it played a bunch. That's the problem when it's random from shuffle. It just comes up when it comes up, you know? Okay. Good. Alright, now this back half, I want to have pillars every like 3 blocks. Because that's going to, well, it's the back half, so it's got to be a more supportive looking, I don't know, something like that. From the random, so I feel like, oh, the random spawner, yeah, you mean the shuffle function. You wish Canada had its own tropical paradise. Vancouver Island fills that role to a degree, but one couple of the Caribbean Isles... Oh, yeah. Well, that would be nice, but the Caribbean... There are a lot of really bad places in the Caribbean. I don't know that Canadian rule would make that any better. Trust me, there are a lot of really shady places. Specifically in the Caribbean. I'll just give you a hint. There's a reason we called them banana republics. That's where the term came from. There we go. Anyway, okay, good night, Chase. Take care, man. Kind of seems boring. It may not stay that way. Hope Canada never united with America? I doubt it ever would. I don't think Canada was ever intending to. I think Canada's... well, I'm not going to say too much, because it gets very political very quickly, but... a lot of people are going to have to make some very hard choices. Ooh. What would this look like? Oh, it's the pig snout looking one. I hate that one. Worst chiseled block ever. Let's do Blackstone. There we go. Give Canada a century, maybe a little of the... Yeah, I don't know. Only if all unites, which hope probably won't happen. Yeah. I know Canada's... well, I don't know too much about it politically. Just that there's a chance that it ain't gonna be pretty. I feel bad for the people living there. They're in the palm of a lover of the CCP's hands. So only time will tell, I guess. America's not as bad as people make it out to be. Yeah, I mean, it has its moments. The problem with America is that there are too many people here who don't respect being American. And so they're willing to shit on it at a moment's notice. Nobody has taken pride in American culture in a long time, and it shows. And so that has bred a sense of shame, almost. And that's a bad thing. It's a bad way to conduct business. It's a bad way to raise people. It will lead to problems because you'll have a generation of people who won't want to be American, and they won't mind whatever they have to do to get to not be American, and that generally means bad things. I don't want to get into too many specifics, but yeah. I really wish we could just all get along to one degree or another, but I know that ain't ever gonna happen. Humans are too diverse. Everybody preaches diversity, but If anything, I would say we're too diverse. We're diverse to a point that, you know, a house divided cannot stand. Let's make this only go out 8 blocks. No, too small. 12 blocks. No, that's still a little bit too small. Well, shit. Now that's a little too big. Very well put. Well, thank you, Angel. Or Angelic Angel Lisa Hunt. It's way better here than North Korea. Oh, you are not kidding. 13. What if... So I did try that. So what about 14? Okay. Yeah, I think that works. And then I want it to be... Let's make it only about 10 blocks tall. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. I said here in North Korea. Oh, wow. I can't believe I missed that little subtlety. Well, I hope you enjoy being here in North Korea, Jean-Pierre. I'm sure you'll find that everything is perpetually fine, and that it's always sunny, and there's never any rain. Oh, hey, Bluepla, how are you? And that your North Korean overlords will always make sure things are just absolutely hunky-dory at all times. Shut up, cat. She wants in my room so badly. Oh, she's a pathetic one tonight. I can hear her whining through the door. Is her meow getting picked up on the mic? Forgot to say hello and yesterday. Oh, well, I'm glad you came by to say hello. Yes, damn it. I knew it. Gotta go because I can't find you on you. Yeah, I know. If they found you using YouTube, I imagine that would be no bueno for you. Jean is obviously Canadian, French-Canadian. Jean-Pierre, that's such a French-Canadian name, it hurts. That used to just be generic French, but now it's French-Canadian. Hey, random dude, how are you? Oh, but yeah. You know someone named Jean-Pierre and he's French. Yeah, I know, right? You're Belgian. Oh, whoops. Well, you know, can't expect to hit them all. Can't expect to guess everything correctly, you know. That do be how it be. Chose the name Jean-Pierre as a joke. Oh. Whoops. My bad. What was the joke? Canada should go back to having a prime minister that personally choke slams protesters. I mean, I don't think that's the issue here. Canada should go back to having a prime minister that doesn't favor the CCP's policies. Boy, I sure like that, the Chinese dictatorship they got over there. We should import that here. the love child of Fidel Castro is a bit too problematic of a person to have in power, in my opinion. Binge Bill, next Canadian Prime Minister election. French names are weird. Oh yeah, yeah, it is a bit of a joke. You're not wrong. French names are all over the place. He just said he's from Belgium. Did you not read Kyojin? Okay. I know this is a very nondescript looking building. I'm gonna try to get a good sort of like yeah, this'll do. Perfect. Oh no, not another one. I'm sorry, Andrew. I didn't realize that this was also another needlessly repetitive song. Well, the stream is nearly over anyway, so you know, you can make do, man. Your German isn't that good. Am I related to any historical people, famous or otherwise? I'm trying to think. I know I've had a few ancestors who fought in the wars that have happened in America over the years. Many, many, many wars. My dad is very quick to tout such things. He loves genealogy. But like, I couldn't tell you. I know one of my great uncles or great great uncles or something is like a cousin of what was his name? Isaac Newton. But like really, 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 really absurdly distant relation, like to a degree that you can't even really, I don't know, tell. I'm related to Jack the Ripper. Of course, I am the successor to Jack the Ripper. He's a descendant of famous Austrian painter. Oh, really? Cool. Which one? Sea Lantern 10? Well, that's a block too large, but that's decent. Undo. Jack, was it hard to PvP with Pop Bob? A little bit, because I kept getting knocked back. This is before anti-knockback was really common. So I only had Notice back then. That was the only client I've ever used to PvP Pop Bob. And Notice was okay, but I went in with too little armor. And back in those days, the person with the most armor was basically going to be the winner. And so no, I was not. I was not the winner of that fight because Pop Bob had stacked armor, little to our understanding. And so yeah, I lost that fight, and then there was a second time where I caught him unaware, and he used an infinite ender pearl to pearl away too quickly. I couldn't keep up because, you know, it's an infinite ender pearl. Like, he could just keep spamming it, eat a god apple, and just keep spamming it and fly, basically. It was really quite something. So that happened. And then the last time we fought Pop Bob was in late 2013, where we got him because of a lag out technicality. And he died and was super pissed. And there's a video on Fast Vincent's channel of him basically going through the bunch of screenshots I took of the entire event. And yeah. Really, it shows off who Pop Bob is at heart. An absolute salty asshole. Because he was not happy that he lost at all. And then he threatened to patch the stacked armor, and then we were like, no, we don't really care. Either way, if you patch it or duplicate it and give it out, it just hurts you more than us. And that was about it. He did not like the fact that, you know, fortune smiled on us that day. And it just screwed him over terribly. And I'm just like, hey, look, that happens, man. The fuck do you want? You know, I can't wave a magic wand or crinkle my nose or wiggle my toes and make everything fair. It don't work that way. I've lost several PvP fights to lag before. Shit just happens, you know? Descendant of a British admiral in the 1600s? Okay. Cool. It's incredible for someone 120 kilos to hold a mouse. Respect to Papa. Well, I mean, with those incredibly long arms of his, I'm not quite sure how he reaches the keyboard. I mean, yeah, you could have your keyboard and mouse, like, really spaced out, but, like, I don't know. Pop Bob does not have a fun life, I can tell you that. Pop Bob is suffering. Wow, you always imagined Pop Bob as one of the nicest people ever. You did? Oh, you poor fool. I'm so glad you have been corrected, Jean-Pierre. Pop Bob was not nice at all. Senator General Nathan Green of the Revolutionary War. Oh, okay. Cool. Perfect. This is an attack on your identity? What? What? The whole long arm Pop Bob thing? I thought you knew that was a meme, dude. Pakistani, can you ask an honest question? Sure. Oh wait, no, sorry, you're talking to Mohammed, my bad. I love how you referred to Muhammad as Pakistani, by the way. How very racially sensitive of you, Kyojin. Okay. Well, I think it's getting to be about time. I'll do a flyby of the whole place here real quick, just to show off what I got. But first I want to get this last little layer of slabs down. Quartz slab. There we go. Have any XCC2 lore? Ooh, all I know that I've not shared is that XCC2 still sort of bums around and plays on some people's, at some people's bases. There was a reunion, funny enough, at a certain base. I won't say which one, because it's still intact and I don't want it to be destroyed. But something interesting occurred recently. Beth here might know what base that is. And yeah, it was a really interesting thing that I heard about, even though I was only ever loosely affiliated. Hell, it may be common knowledge now, I'm not really sure. But yeah, something awesome happened. And XCC2 and them, they had a reunion there. And I was at work that day, so I couldn't go. Had no clue it had even happened until it was already too late. Have a great night, Ninja. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, you can stick around a little bit longer. I'm getting close to the end. I didn't say I was going to end right this second. As I said, I was going to do a flyby of everything. Also, I wanted to get all of this roughly. There we go. All right. Well, I'll put more stuff on this and do more stuff to this. This is obviously not finished, but it's getting there. Would you know which base it is? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what bases you know of. Now then. No, there is no Space Valk 5. Come on, Sam. So yeah, this is everything. Isn't it marvelous? Oh god, frame rate. It's the villagers. Oh man. That villager farm is evil. I've got to do something to cull them. Oh man. Bro, please shut down. First, you about the shadows, how many blocks? Oh yeah, how many shadows it can have, I know. Space Valk 6? Oh, 6-9. Ah, we already did that. We're well past episode 69. Maybe one day we'll get to 169. We're actually probably close. We're already on 148. So one of these days we'll be getting to 150. Actually, that'll be next week. And then... trying to think, what else is... what's another big milestone number? I guess after 150, then 169 will be the next number you guys care about. And then 200. So I don't know. It'll be a hot minute before we get to any more really truly big milestone numbers. But yeah, you get the idea. Space Valk 420. Oh yeah. I love how all this is panned out. Also, I wanted to kind of see the, there we are. Wow, it doesn't have the same effect. It's got like a very subtle effect with shaders, but when I take them off, it's a more prominent effect. Like there's a stark contrast between the sea lanterns and the obsidian. I like that. A text-to-speech of my voice, really. Yeah, text-to-speech. My PC will boom? No, it won't. It's fine. No boom for me, thanks. I'll be fine. I promise. I promise. Although, actually, now that I think about it, there was one thing I wanted to make out front of these entranceways here. I wanted to put some rings going horizontally. Or no, sorry, vertical rings instead of the standard horizontal ring. Because like these rings here, like the animal ring where all the animals are kept, this is a horizontal ring. So I wanted to try making some vertical rings coming off this entrance here. I don't know, something like that. With the docking way or the... this is almost like a pier, kind of. Something like that. And then the horizontal rings help you to, I don't know, stabilize or something. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, where was I physically located? Shit, where did the house I made go? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, I went completely the opposite direction. Of course. Of course I did. There it is. Okay. All right. Well. Let's get back in creative. There we go. Too big so you lose. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's big. Like, to the point where you can get lost in it. Even I'm getting lost in it. I love that. I love the fact that you don't have to go too far without this place becoming overwhelming. And, well, let's just say that that is indeed what I was hoping to achieve. I have the power of sodium, you're not wrong. Do a portal like Crowbar? No, that's really more Crowbar's shtick. I didn't want to take that from him. I want to do big, ornate rings, you know? I don't know. We'll see. You know the chords of Space Valk 2 billion, but you can't say because griefers will hack your PC. Well, hey, Sponge Bill, I'll compensate you or something. Vertical rings would obstruct the view of the city and distract from the main structure? No, I won't. You'll see what I mean. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you, Yada, for donating. Thank y'all for giving me just a moment of your time. Go watch my shit posts on Twitter from time to time. You know, follow me there. Stick around for more. We will have plenty more where this came from. And I will meet you all tomorrow for Hardcore with Jack. Y'all stay safe. Have a good night. Bye.